Why the f did you click on this video? What's going on, everybody? It is me, Anthony Jones, and oh, I forgot to turn off my Super Nintendo last night after my 10-hour marathon of Mario Paint. Oh, not again.
Hey man, you'll never believe what I just bought. Whoa, what happened to you?
I slipped and fell in the shower. What does it look like? I got sucked into my SNES.
Well, how the hell do we get you out of there, man?
Don't worry. If you grab a Game Boy with the camera, you can take a picture of the screen, electrocute the game, and I should be back to normal.
Alright, now say cheese.
Just take the picture. Alright, now take the cables and attach one end to the Game Boy and one to the cartridge.
Alright.
Wait! You need to save my data before you take the game out. Are you mad?
Okie dokie then.
A few moments later.
Hey,
I'm up.
seriously, man? Whoa, awesome stuff. Hey, thanks, dude. Hey, I thought I lost this ripoff. Alright, let me explain. So imagine that is the year 1992. You have finally beaten Super Mario World and you are super excited. You're hanging out with your buddies and you are all super anxious for Super Mario World 2. What new things could they pack into this amazing experience that you all got? Would it be a whole new adventure? What power-ups would Mario have? Then, silence. It has been a full 4 years since the original release of Super Mario World. And finally, it happens! Super Mario World 2, it releases! Except, this isn't Super Mario World 2. It's actually called Yoshi's Island? You decide to purchase the game with high hopes and expectations. You go inside, you take the game out, pop the cartridge into your Super Nintendo. Then, less than 2 minutes in, you hear this. Oh, and you realize it's a prequel game. I'm not trying to diss this game, especially because if I do diss this game, I know Ego Raptor's gonna be after me.
The game is fantastic, and anybody who complains about this game because Mario cries in it needs to shut their mouths.
But, who thought it would be a good idea to name a prequel game Super Mario World 2? What they should have done is just named it Yoshi's Island. It probably would have sold just as well. And this is coming from the guy who bought it at GameStop for $14.99. Why the f did I do this? Though honestly, I'd play that game over many others on my GBA. It just was that much fun. So without further ado, let's get into the game. The backstory of Yoshi's Island is as follows. Baby Mario and Luigi are being flown by Stork to their parents, just like all babies do. Then, all of a sudden, oh! Stork just got hella effed up colliding with that wizard. The wizard, Kamek, trying to steal the babies, was only able to grab one, leaving the other to fall thousands of feet to death. Oh, but it's okay, because he somehow manages to fall straight on a Yoshi's head and land perfectly on its back. Just like all babies do. And so starts the adventure of Yoshi and Mario through 48 different levels and across 6 worlds. The gameplay of Yoshi's Island is fantastic. When you start the game, you're greeted to all of Yoshi's abilities, like a mini tutorial that doesn't take too much away from the game. The movement is something else. A lot of games just don't compare in how fluid the motion of this game is. World 1 starts you off with some, oh this is alright, to, oh shit, oh. But to be honest, so far this is great, except for those moments where something just falls and squishes you. Kind of annoying. As you progress through the game, Yoshi will have the opportunity to become a vehicle in order to get through different obstacles. A very interesting game mechanic that makes up for the lack of superpowers that Mario has normally. Except for the star power, which gives Mario an unnecessary cape. Yoshi's main ability though, is throwing his own eggs. A simple game mechanic that is fun, repetitive, but makes you wonder why Yoshi is throwing eggs. We all know from Super Mario World that Yoshis come from those eggs. When it comes to normal enemies in this game, there's some that you would expect to be in a Mario Brothers game. Also, most of them are really simple and easy to kill or get around. But I sincerely have a hard time figuring out this smiling fella is actually bad. Most of the enemies in this game are like that. They're drawn out so cute-like that you don't even know if they're a bad guy or not. Also, there's an enemy that's ability is to make Yoshi go into an acid trip. God, there's no drug laws on this island. Okay, maybe I'm overstepping myself, so let's go into the boss fights. The boss fights in this game go a little something like this. Hey look, it's that harmless enemy from earlier in the game. Hey look, we made it bigger. Why? Even for how repetitive it is, one of my favorite boss fights has to be Raphael the Raven. You just get yeeted up into the moon with this guy. And what's better than that is getting dizzy from the game screen constantly rotating. Now I've got vertigo. The final castle of the game is, can you guess it? Bowser's Castle, of course. Wow, times just don't change, do they? The only worthy enemy to talk about in this castle would be this guy with spikes. Like, look at him. He's so confident that he's gonna destroy you. I got an anxiety attack just describing him. Literally, the rest of the castle is a joke compared to this guy. You're just going through room to room and finally making it to the room with the final boss, Bowser Jr. Oh, and what's his reason for wanting to fight you? He just wants to ride Yoshi. You can't make this up. Yoshi gets pissed and kicks his... Kamek gets mad and makes Bowser Jr. huge. Is this the only power that this guy has? And now you've got to defeat the huge Bowser Jr. I have to admit, this boss fight is pretty epic and intense. It takes a fair amount of skill and time, which I feel new Mario games fail to do. And the music accompanying it is epic on its own. And once you defeat Bowser Jr., that's it. That's the end of the game, just like any other Mario game. But again, this is simple. It's also pretty fun. And I can't seem to figure out why I like this game. It's like everything that I keep on talking about is boiling down to me trying to make it look bad, when really, it's just not all that great. Wait a second, let me put my reading glasses on. That's why! I was playing